Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am super excited about because it's finally a video where I can just kind of sit down and talk to you guys. I feel like I haven't done that in a while and I kind of miss it. This is Q&Alison number 6 or 5 or 7. I honestly don't know. I should probably know that. So before I get started, happy 2015. This is my first video of the year. I feel like a lot of people have been doing question and answers for their first videos of 2015, so I do think it's a great idea because we kind of get to answer your questions. And yeah, so before I get into the questions, there are a couple things that I want to kind of touch on and announce, sort of, I guess. These are kind of announcements. Yeah, these are announcements. So the first announcement is, if you guys are wondering where I'm at right now, if you don't recognize the background, that's because you've never been in this room before. This is my new beauty room, and that does mean that I got my own apartment, and I've been waiting to tell you guys for a really long time. I actually moved out of my parents' house in October, so I've been here a couple of months. At first I didn't want to tell you guys like when I first knew that I was gonna move, because I didn't want to jinx myself and I didn't want anything to go wrong and then not end up moving and then have to be like, oh, I guess I'm not moving anymore. So I knew I wanted to keep it a secret until I was actually in my apartment sitting in this room before I told you guys. And then after I was here, it just kind of became like, how do I tell them? Like, what's the best way to tell them? I know it's not like serious or anything. I literally just moved out to an apartment, but this is a big deal for me. This is my first official apartment. I've lived on out of my parents' house before in college, but I lived in a dorm room with a roommate, and now I have an apartment by myself. I moved about 45 minutes away from my family, so it's not like a huge jump. I didn't move across the country or anything. I did want to be close to my family, but I'm so happy, and I'm really glad to be finally sharing it with you guys, because now I don't have to hide it. It's not like my giant secret anymore. Like, no one's known where I've lived for the past since October, and it's been weird because I've kind of been living a giant lie, but no, I'm just kidding. It's not that I didn't want to tell you guys, it's just I kind of didn't know how, and I kind of enjoyed having that privacy for a little while, getting used to, you know, living on my own and, you know, figuring everything out. And now that I'm very accustomed to where I live and I'm more settled in, I'm finally just ready to be like, yeah guys, I'm out of there. I'm out of my parents' house and this is my house. So I'm sure at this point all you guys care about is beauty room tour, apartment tours, and all of that, and I'm pretty sure I will make those. Definitely like a room tour and a beauty room tour, but the apartment tour kind of freaks me out. Not in like, I love watching apartment tours. They're some of my favorite videos. I don't know, I'm just curious as to where people live and how they decorate, and you know, how their apartment reflects like their personality and stuff. So I love apartment tours, but ever since the whole Lauren Curtis thing where people were like posting her address online for people to see, and if that ever happened to me and people like found out where I lived and were posting it online, I would get super paranoid, and I don't know, I just don't want that to happen. Can you not? So yeah, I know that's kind of like a long shot. Like, there's tons of apartment tours where people haven't posted their address everywhere, but that did just kind of freak me out a little bit, so I most likely will do one. Just know that I'm kind of nervous about posting it if I do. But yeah, a couple people did have questions about it on my Facebook, asking if I had moved out. Some people have guessed it already from a couple of my selfie posts, like standing in this room with the shoe rack, and everyone's like, what, where are you? And a couple of people have figured it out from my Snapchat. If you don't follow that, it's just at Allison Henry, like the same as my Twitter name and my user and my Instagram. So yeah, a couple people figured it out already, but yeah, I haven't gone public with it, which sounds so stupid, until now. So yep, I am a free bird and I'm an independent black woman. I'm just kidding. Also, this isn't an announcement, but I know that I'm gonna get questions on it. If you guys are wondering what is on my lips right now, I have a MAC's Whirl lip pencil with Kat Von D's Lolita, what's this called? Everlasting liquid lipstick on top. I love this. It dries to a super matte finish. It's really long lasting. I wore this the other day for like 12 hours and it didn't even move. It was amazing, and I love this color. It's very talked about on YouTube, so yeah, that's what I got on my lips. My second announcement is also something that I've been really excited about, and I can't wait to be finally telling you. So my announcement is that I have joined the Market family. If you guys have no idea what Market is, or you've never even heard of that word, it's a really awesome website that basically gives bloggers, fashion bloggers, YouTubers like me the opportunity to create their own clothing line. And I was so happy when they asked me to be a part of this, because a lot of other YouTubers are already doing it, like Brittany Baylin and Liz from I Heart Makeup Dub92 and a bunch of other people, and they already have their clothing collection, so I was so excited to be able to create my own. So if you guys are interested in that, I will leave all the links for that below, and I will be doing a giveaway on a couple items from my collection. It'll be an Instagram giveaway, so go follow my Instagram if you don't right now. The link is always down below in the description box. So yeah, I do currently have my own clothing collection. It's just the Allison Henry collection, and it is on market.com. If you just go to our Mavens, then you can view it and check it out. It will get a little bit bigger as time passes, and I'm actually going to be in LA next weekend to kind of pick out more designs for my upcoming collections and stuff like that. So yeah, I will be in LA, and that brings me to my third announcement that I'm going to IMATS! Woo! I've never been to IMATS before, and I am so stoked. You don't even understand. I'm so excited to go there. So if you guys are going to IMATS LA, I'm only going to be there on Saturday, and I think I'll be there like more in the morning time. I'm not sure exactly what times and stuff, but yeah, if you guys are going to IMATS LA, please come up and say hi to me. I want to meet you, and this will be kind of like my first big event that I've gone to. I've never been to BeautyCon or anything like that, so yeah, this is going to be a first for me, and I'm so excited to be able to meet you guys and just go to IMATS because I've never been. So I think that that is it for all of my announcements. This intro is probably so long. So on to the questions portion of this video, which should have been the whole video, but I grabbed my questions from Instagram for this video. I normally take them from my Facebook page, but I actually didn't get a lot of questions this round or on this status that I posted, and the questions that I did get were very repeated. I've answered almost all of them in previous question and Allison's. So yeah, I went to Instagram to get a more diverse selection of questions. I did get a lot from Instagram, so I hope this video isn't too long, but knowing me, it probably will be. So first question, I am reading them from my screen right in front of me. I don't know who answered this because doing an Instagram question and answer is like hell. It is so hard because you're trying to go back and read all your comments, and I got like over 300 in like 10 minutes. So I was trying to like go back and read them, and every time somebody would comment a new comment, it would scroll me to the very beginning, and oh my gosh, the most frustrating thing in the whole world. So I didn't catch the username of the person who asked this, but you know who you are, I guess. She asked, best memory of 2014. This is so hard because I had a really great year for 2014. One of my best memories was going to New York to film with Maybelline because I got to meet a bunch of other YouTubers, and that was kind of like my first experience meeting other YouTubers, and it was just so exciting, and like I was really scared about the whole trip, but it ended up being really good. I went with my whole family and we had an awesome time, so I had a really good time then. So that's one of my favorite memories of 2014 was going to New York. I also, one of my favorite memories of 2014 was getting our puppy Ollie. He's just the light of my life. I'm obsessed with him, and yeah, best memory of 2014 probably goes to Ollie. Next question is from Sarah K. Thornton. She asked, what do you miss most about being a teen? This was so easy. The answer came to my head like immediately. What I miss about being a teen is no social media. Now I love social media. I'm on social media all the time. I have a million social medias, and I think it can do a lot of good. I think it does bring people together, and you know, it's a very interactive kind of system, and it does have its pros, but I honestly think that social media has kind of like warped all of our brains, and it's becoming so crucial to people that they post all the time, and like your following count has become really important to some people. So I guess I just miss like the good old days, the simple days when there was no social media and people weren't living their life just to post, just to put it out online. And I'm definitely guilty of this too. I'm not, you know, trying to hate on anybody. I know we've all fallen victim to this kind of weird mindset that social media has created, but yeah, I just miss living life just to live life and not like having this need or desire to like showcase it to people. You know, like sometimes, you know, people go to concerts and all they do is film it the whole time. I mean, I was ice skating the other day, and there was these two girls at the ice skating rink, and they had a selfie stick in their phone. The entire time they were skating, they were just just taking pictures. And like, I get it, like ice skating is a fun thing to do. You want to take a picture, it's a good memory, but literally it was the entire time. I don't even think they enjoyed ice skating, because I think the only reason they went there was to get those pictures. And it just made me really sad, and I just, you know, I miss that about my teenage years, is because I didn't have, you know, social media. I didn't get an Instagram until I was in college, so I definitely miss no social media. Madison Natty asked, what is your favorite TV show at the moment. And I just got so weirdly obsessed with The Office. I know The Office is such an old show and I'm jumping on the bandwagon just now, but I was really bored one night and I was by myself and I was just on Netflix and I was like, what should I watch? So I just clicked The Office because I knew it was funny, I wanted to laugh, and yeah, I got hooked real quick. And I think I watched 2 seasons or 3 seasons in one night. It was horrible and I'm very ashamed. But yeah, The Office is my obsession right now. And if you're curious, Dwight is my favorite person on the show. Meeks133 asked, who would you love to collab with? I would love to collaborate with Jaclyn Hill. Probably never gonna happen. I don't think she even knows who I am. I'd love to collab with Nikki Tutorials, and we have actually talked about doing a video together, and I hope that we can still do that. It's been back and forth for a couple months now, but yeah, I'm really hoping we can still do that because she's amazing. Who else? I would love to collaborate with Shannon from ShanXO. I don't know why we haven't done that yet. Yeah, I would love to collab with you. Who else? Honestly, there's like tons and tons of beauty people that I would love to collaborate with. I could go on forever. Hollister97 asked, what first sparked your interest in reptiles? I have loved reptiles since I was like a child, I think. I don't really remember a specific time where I didn't like reptiles and then I began liking reptiles. But I think my dad is what kind of kickstarted my admiration for reptiles, because he used to always take me and my sisters to reptile conventions when we were little. He always loved reptiles, so when I went there, I thought they were the coolest things in the entire world. I started owning reptiles from very young. I was probably like 11 or 12 when I got my first reptile, and I haven't stopped since. I've had a reptile as a pet ever since I got that first one, and they just became an obsession, a hobby, and just I love them so much. So yeah, I would say that my dad kind of, got me into the reptile loving world. Rios_trio3 asked, who is your Women Crush Wednesday? And it's not Wednesday, it's actually Thursday. But my Women Crush Wednesday is Alina Shishkova. If you guys don't know who she is, I think she's a model, but wow, that girl is like perfect. Like, that is the definition of perfect. No, she's really beautiful. She's not perfect because nobody's perfect. But yeah, her and freaking Kylie Jenner, I'm sorry, I think Kylie Jenner is just beautiful, and I don't care what she's done to her face, she's freaking stunning. Anna97_XO asked, who are your makeup inspirations? And I have a ton of makeup inspirations, but these are like my favorite artists that really inspire me all the time. Linda Hallberg for sure. I spend hours on her blog just looking at her makeup, and I'm just stunned by like every look. I would love to be half the makeup artist that she is one day. She's amazing. Another one is Natasha Denona. I don't know if I said that right, but she is on Instagram. I will try to put all these people's Instagrams down below so you can check out their work. She's amazing. I love the way that she does makeup on her models. It's so flawless. A couple other people that inspire me are Samantha from Battle Ash, Jaclyn Hill, and Mikey. Kaylee_Posey asked, what was your very first high-end makeup product? And I think I still have it. Hold on, I still have it. I know I do. Boom, baby. This was my very first high-end makeup. I didn't actually buy this. This was a gift, and I got this so long ago. It's a little MAC like trio. It's some kind of baked eyeshadow, mineralized eyeshadow. It's called Interview, and yeah, don't know if they still sell this or how old this is. This is probably like 6 or 7 years old. I got this when I was like maybe 15 or something, and I didn't even know what MAC was. Like, when I got this, I was like, cool. I thought it was like a drugstore product or something. I didn't even know what MAC was. It's crazy. And now that I look back, I was like, wow, that was a pretty good gift from somebody. Susanna Saunders asked, this was one of the questions from Facebook that I did decide to answer. She asked, how is your journey as a Christian going? And lots of you guys know me that I'm very open about my faith and my religion. I have been since I started my channel, and lately I haven't been, talking about it or posting things about it, and that is for a reason. I'm not doing too great in that aspect of my life, and I like to be honest and upfront with people, but religion is such a touchy subject that I almost felt like it was better to just not be so public about it and not talk about it so much, because the controversy is just never ending, and I almost got just so sick and tired of hearing people talk about it to me, because it was just constant judgment and people just harassing me about it, and it was just, I got really sick of it. And you know, it's like people who are public Christians can't act like normal Christians when they, you know, fall out of their faith or hit a rough patch or, you know, start questioning things. It's like, what? You're public about it. You have to be perfect. And it was just very discouraging to me as a public Christian, or somebody that, you know, publicly proclaims their faith on YouTube or on the internet, that, you know, when I was falling out or when I was, you know, not doing so well with that, people were more negative and mean to me instead of uplifting and trying to help me get back on the path. They were just more like, you're clubbing? You're the devil. And I know judgments from random people that obviously don't know the faith too well if they're sitting there judging me behind a screen. You know, I realize that shouldn't have affected my spiritual life in any way, but it did a lot, and I got very sick and tired of being placed on a pedestal when I'm allowed to fail and I'm allowed to make mistakes and I'm allowed to fall out of my faith and then find my faith again. Like, I'm not a perfect Christian at all. I've never even tried to portray myself as that, so it just kind of was like a sting when, you know, I was not doing so well and people weren't picking me up. They were judging me and saying that everything that I was doing is ungodly and unchristian and I didn't deserve to be called a Christian and blah blah blah. So yeah, I got kind of sick of it, and I decided not to talk about my faith anymore on social media or the internet, because I was like, if people don't think that I'm a Christian, then they can't view my actions and, you know, be able to judge me or, you know, put me on that kind of pedestal and then be able to break me down if I'm not living up to their standards. So that is the story behind that. It's really personal, guys. Like, my spiritual path is such a personal path. Like, it really shouldn't even be discussed by other people at all. But I do like to be open and honest, and I've always been honest about it. So yeah, I just don't really want to cause like anything. I just don't want to talk about it. And if you guys are of the faith and you do want to pray for me, then I would really appreciate that. If you want to, then you can. If you don't, that's cool. If you want to judge me, go ahead. I'm still a Christian, guys. Like, I still have the faith. I don't like worship Satan now or anything. But yeah, just a rough year, not a good year. I'm not who I was. You know, that's okay, it happens, and you know, hopefully one day maybe I'll just jump right back on my feet and it'll all be dandy again. But yeah, so moving on, DS_XO17 asked, how is Ollie? For those of you guys who don't follow my Instagram and don't know what she's talking about, like what happened to Ollie, what's wrong with him, Ollie went through a very rough patch. Ollie was born, well, he wasn't born with it, but he got it when he was a puppy. It's a disease or a condition called mange, and it's a horrible condition, and basically it's where little microscopic parasites, I believe, eat away at your skin, and they cause like really bad sores and scabs all over your body. And I will insert a picture here of what Ollie looked like, but it was one of the worst things for us to go through because we had kind of just gotten him, and we didn't, you know, it was really hard for us to like lose a puppy in that way. Although we didn't lose him, we did get him back, and he is completely fine now and totally healed, which we're so thankful for because we missed him so much during that period. But for about like a month or 2 months, he just was a completely different dog because we had just gotten our puppy, and then he gets sick, you know, a couple months after, and we didn't know if that was going to affect our relationship with him because we had to, you know, cause him a lot of pain when we had to wash his back when he had sores all over it, and we had to give him nasty tasting medicine. So we were like, he's going to hate us when he gets healed, and he's not going to be the same puppy. But thankfully he is the exact same little puppy. He's so energetic and just the love of my life. So he is doing wonderful now. And yeah, thank you for asking. Thank you for wondering about him. Ooh, this video is going to be so long. Nicole Kowalski 88, sorry if I butcher any of y'all's usernames. She asks, is your family accepting of your tattoos and stretched ears? I know some family members, usually parents, don't approve, so she's just wondering, and she said, love your style. Thank you. Yeah, of course my family approves of it, or they accept me for it. My family, I mean, honestly, they don't have an option. If they didn't approve of it, I wouldn't let that stop me from doing what I want and expressing myself in the way that I want, because it's my body, my choice, my life. and I don't think that they should have any kind of dictation over that. Yeah, they do approve anyways, but I'm just saying even if they didn't, it wouldn't stop me from doing what I love and doing what I want to do. It makes me really sad that parents wouldn't approve of tattoos or any other kind of, you know, body modification, because I don't see, you know, that makes me think that they're too caught up in an image of you and not who you are as a person and your needs and your desires. I mean, if tattoos is something that you want and your family's not gonna let you do that, I feel like that's like a big way of holding you back, and I don't know, I just don't think a family should do that. So I'm very thankful that I have a family that is accepting, even if they don't like it. I mean, my mom doesn't like my stretched ears. She's like, don't go any bigger. But yeah, she's not gonna like ban me from my house just because I do something that she doesn't agree with, because that would be silly, and I really hope that no parents are like that. Okay, 2 more questions, I promise this is coming to an end. Becca Palmer asked, updated tattoos and piercings, and do you want any more? I got so many questions about any more tattoos and piercings and stuff. So I do have 2 tattoo videos currently, and each one only shows 2 tattoos in each video, and I currently have 6 tattoos, I think. 6, yeah. So there are a couple that you guys haven't seen if you only know my tattoos from YouTube videos, but if you do follow my Instagram, which you should because I post a lot of, you know, stuff on there, then you would have seen all of my like updated tattoos. And I'm not going to show them in this video because I do plan on getting a tattoo very soon. It's the one, if you guys have been familiar with any of my question and Allison's, yes, it's still the one that I've been talking about for 3 years now. I promise that I'm getting this thing soon. I cannot physically wait any longer because I'm driving myself insane. Like, I need it. The only reason that I have waited so long is because at first I knew the tattoo in my head and I couldn't get it on paper perfect, and then I found an artist that helped me out with the design of my tattoo, and now I have the design perfect, and now I just need an artist. I need an artist that I trust and that I think is good enough to get what I have on paper perfectly on my body. So now it's just a searching game for the right artist and the right, you know, tattoo parlor and stuff. So as soon as I figure that out, I'm getting this tattoo, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but you will see when you see. I know I've been saying that for like a year now, but 2015 is gonna be the year that I get this thing. As far as piercings, I don't have any new piercings besides my stretched ears, second holes, industrial, and belly button, and that's it. I think that was the same as like what I've had for a while now. So no new piercings. If I did get another piercing, I'd probably get a stud or a ring on my nose. Yeah, I don't really know though. So last question, XX_LizXX. What would happen if you were in a place where makeup was illegal to wear? I would get the heck out. I would leave. I would not be there. I don't know why I would ever go somewhere where makeup was illegal to wear. I guess if I was there for a long time and I had to be there, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal because there wouldn't be other women wearing makeup either, and so it would be normal to everybody and nobody would care or feel self-conscious because we're all barefaced. And yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool actually to go to a place where you couldn't wear makeup and just kind of see how different life is. I mean, makeup's not like that huge of a deal, but I honestly think it would be a big difference on like how women felt about themselves and how men treated women. And yeah, that would be an interesting social experiment to do. But that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry it was so long, but I haven't done a question and Allison in so long, so I knew it would be. But thank you for sitting through it. If you did, ignore the background for now. This is I'm probably gonna change around my beauty room. This is my beauty room and the background is hideous. I know, it's literally 2 giant doors, but I'm gonna try to figure out some kind of way that I can make the backdrop a lot prettier than this, because I don't really want to keep this as my, you know, background. But this is where I have my table and my light right now, but I think I'm gonna switch it to this side of the room, or no, this side of the room, and then have like my shoe rack thing in the back. I don't know. I'm still messing around with it, so yeah, don't mind the background for now. But I'm gonna go now because I've been talking for way too long. If you guys go to IMATS on Saturday and you see me, please come say hi. I want to get as many selfies with you as possible. I'm still so excited that I'm going, so if you're going to IMATS on Saturday, I will see you there. And yeah, go check out my market collection and buy something if you want something from it. And follow my Instagram because I will be doing a giveaway, I think today. When you watch this, I will be doing the giveaway. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go now. I love you and talk to you later. Bye! Happy 2015! Woo!